This is an invitation to enter the secret temple, where the doors are open only to those who seek the hidden. Are you ready? Are you prepared to unlock the deepest mysteries of this existence, to discover forbidden knowledge that defies the bounds of conventional understanding? Welcome to the first episode of the second season of The World's Mysteries, where today we embark on an extraordinary journey into the enigmatic realm of Gnosticism. Before we begin, take a moment to reflect on the nature of knowledge itself. What do we truly know? How do we acquire this knowledge? And what are the limits of human understanding? Brace yourself for a revelation that challenges the boundaries of traditional knowledge and prepares you to question everything you have ever believed. In this episode, we delve into the profound teachings of Gnosticism, an ancient spiritual system that whispers of a hidden God, a flawed creation, and a world that may not be what it appears to be. Prepare to question everything you've ever learned about religion, reality, the soul, and the universe. Because what you are about to discover could change the way you perceive existence forever. The word Gnosticism derives from the Greek term gnosis, which translates to knowledge. However, this knowledge is not merely intellectual. It is a profound, intuitive, and spiritual comprehension of divine truth. Gnosticism is more than a mere belief system. It is an inner experience, a direct perception of the spiritual reality that lies beyond the confines of the physical world. It is the awakening of the divine spark that resides within each human being. The central tenet of Gnosticism is the idea that we are all divine beings, temporarily confined within human bodies and immersed in a material world that obscures our true nature. According to Gnostic beliefs, the visible world is merely an illusion, a deceptive facade that conceals the true nature of reality. The material world is perceived as a spiritual prison, a labyrinth that entraps the soul, leading it astray from its divine origins. But why is this world considered a prison? Gnostics posit that the material world was not created by the true God, but rather by a lesser being known as the Demiurge. The Demiurge is depicted as a flawed creator, ignorant of the true divine essence and driven by arrogance and blindness. He fashioned this world as a distorted reflection of the spiritual realm, imprisoning souls within the confines of physical forms. Who is the true God in Gnosticism? Unlike conventional religions, Gnosticism does not offer a clear image of a personal deity. The true God is shrouded in mystery, an infinite and eternal being beyond human comprehension. This God is inaccessible and invisible to the ordinary mind, existing as a state of pure light, pure consciousness, and pure fullness. The concept of God in Gnosticism transcends traditional notions of a creator deity, inviting contemplation of a reality that surpasses human understanding. Did the Demiurge create the world alone? Interestingly, the story of creation in Gnosticism is marked by a pivotal event that set in motion the chain of events leading to the flawed creation. It all began with the transgressions of an emanation of the true God named Sophia, also known as divine wisdom. Driven by an insatiable desire to comprehend the nature of the true God, Sophia ventured beyond the bounds of the Pleroma, the realm of fullness, and embarked on a perilous journey into the unknown. But what was the consequence of Sophia's actions? In her quest for knowledge, Sophia made a grave mistake. She dared to emanate something on her own, acting independently of the true God's will. This act of disobedience resulted in the birth of an imperfect being, the Demiurge. The Demiurge, unaware of his true origins, mistakenly believed himself to be the supreme God. In a state of ignorance, he proceeded to create the material world in his own image, inadvertently trapping human souls within its confines. How did Sophia contribute to the predicament of humanity? Sophia, consumed with remorse over her actions, found herself ensnared between the spiritual realm and the material world. Her divine essence fragmented, scattering fragments of herself within human souls. This fragmentation of Sophia led to the concept of the spark within each individual. Every human being is seen as containing a fragment of the divine, a spark of Sophia yearning to be reunited with its source. Have you ever experienced a sense of longing or a feeling that there is more to life than what meets the eye? Could this be your inner spark awakening, calling you to remember your true nature? What is Gnosticism? Gnosticism is more than a mere belief system. It is an inner experience, a direct perception of the spiritual reality that lies beyond the physical world. At its core, Gnosticism emphasizes the concept of the spark within each individual, a divine essence that requires remembrance and reunification with its source. The path of Gnosticism is a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. It involves an arduous ascent through the spheres of the material world, symbolized by the Garden of Eden. Along this path, the soul encounters obstacles represented by various rulers or archons who attempt to hinder its progress. These rulers personify the limitations and distractions imposed by the material world, seeking to keep the soul imprisoned within its confines. The goal of Gnosticism is ultimately the reunion of the individual soul with the true God, or the Pleroma. This process of remembrance and return involves recognizing and overcoming the illusions and obstacles that obscure the spiritual path. By doing so, the Gnostic seeker embarks on a transformative journey leading to spiritual liberation and enlightenment. Throughout history, the path of Gnosticism has been represented by various individuals who have dared to challenge conventional religious norms and seek deeper truths. One such figure is Simon Magus, often portrayed as a magician and sorcerer in traditional narratives. However, in Gnostic texts, Simon Magus is revered as a teacher and leader who shared esoteric knowledge and illuminated the path to spiritual liberation. His teachings emphasized personal experience and direct knowledge as the means to attain gnosis. Another prominent Gnostic figure is the legendary Mary Magdalene, who is revered in Gnostic texts as a wise and enlightened being. While popular culture often associates her with sensationalized tales, Gnostic accounts portray her as a disciple and companion of Jesus. Mary Magdalene is celebrated for her deep understanding of spiritual truths and her role in transmitting esoteric teachings. How has Gnosticism evolved and persisted throughout time? The development of Gnosticism can be traced back to the early centuries CE. During this period, various schools of thought emerged, each offering unique interpretations and teachings. The Valentinians, known for their elaborate symbolic cosmologies, explored the depths of divine emanations and the process of spiritual unfoldment. The Sethians, on the other hand, emphasized Seth, the son of Adam, as a central figure who received divine knowledge and transmitted it to humanity. Other groups, such as the Ophidians, reinterpreted biblical narratives, viewing figures like the serpent in the Garden of Eden as divine or Gnostic teachers. What are some of the key Gnostic texts that offer insights into their teachings? Among the surviving Gnostic texts are the Gospel of Thomas, Gospel of Mary Magdalene, Pistis, Sophia, and the Hypostasis of the Archons. These texts provide valuable glimpses into the beliefs, practices, and esoteric teachings of the Gnostics. They offer alternative narratives, teachings attributed to Jesus, and discussions on spiritual awakening and enlightenment. If you are intrigued by the concepts presented thus far, don't forget to stay tuned for the next installment. Further, join the conversation in the comments section by sharing your thoughts on Gnosticism and its teachings. Your engagement helps us continue creating captivating content on the mysteries of our world. Prepare to venture deeper into the concealed realms of Gnosticism. As we continue this exploration, let your curiosity guide you towards the next chapter of this enigmatic journey. Dive into the forbidden knowledge that awaits and unravel the secrets that lie ahead.